Should I stay or should I go? Understanding Infidelity with Dr. Bisi Laniyan, a new hit Netflix documentary, Ashley Madison Lies and Scandal, delves into a dating site for adulterers. At its peak, the website reportedly boasted 40 million users worldwide before falling victim to a data breach, which resulted in shattered marriages and devastated lives. Here today to address the emotional impact of infidelity, Dr. Bisi Laniyan from Sage Clinic is back again in the studio. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. So, of course, the first question that I think everyone would want to know is, why do people cheat?
That is $1 million question. I wouldn't say that there's a specific reason as to why people cheat, but if we think quite generally, there are certain factors that can contribute or maybe increase the likelihood of someone cheating. So, for example, fulfillment in the relationship. Right? So most of us are in relationships, and not just romantic relationships, even platonic relationship, because it gives us a sense of fulfillment and it meets certain needs that we might have. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if someone is feeling maybe unfulfilled or dissatisfied in their relationship, if there's a need, the purpose of a need is that the need is met. So they might seek for that need to be met elsewhere. So that is one reason that can lead or contribute to people cheating.
It's such a difficult topic, and of course, as we kind of jump in, we do understand serious emotional impact, especially on families, and we will get to that in a little bit. But before we get there, I just wonder if you have any knowledge on, like, is there different reasons for men and women to cheat? Have you seen that?
Again, I'll go back to the needs, right? So I don't have statistics on if men cheat more and if women cheat more. And I think, again, it depends on culture, it depends on society. We're thinking about age ranges as well. But I would say in terms of individual factors, maybe there's certain personality traits that are more likely to cheat, or certain attachment styles. So if you're someone who's maybe a bit more anxious, have like an anxious attachment orientation, then that might mean that you're seeking that validation, that you're seeking that need. And also if you think about life stages as well, some people may cheat earlier on in the relationship, for some people it's later on in life. So it's difficult to make that kind of direct comparison and say blanketly that men cheat more or women cheat more, because it depends across cultures.
In the show, we've seen mixed reactions of infidelity.
Yeah.
You know, some people get conflicted about staying, leaving, of course, you know, but so is it normal to feel that conflicted about staying or leaving?
Absolutely.
And why is that?
Absolutely, because life isn't black and white, right? When you're in a relationship with someone, especially when you're in a long-term relationship with someone, you have built a life. And even if you haven't finished building the life, you're building the life. You have a vision. You have a heart goal of where that relationship is going. Sometimes you have investments, family, children, property, financial. So it's difficult to say, actually, you've cheated on me or you've stepped out on the relationship, I'm going to leave. And then we have to remember that there's love there, right? There's love. So it's hard to sometimes walk away from that. And I think that people who choose to stay shouldn't be made to feel guilty and shouldn't be shamed for staying, because they have their reasons to do so. And we know that people who may have experienced unfaithfulness in relationship, they can rebuild that trust. They can rebuild some of those bridges that may have been burnt. And then also, if people decide that actually this has been a very big breach of trust and this has been a violation of what we have agreed, and they decide that actually we're not going to reconcile, I think that decision also should be respected.
It's just not black and white at all, is it? What would you say, I guess, are the common, if possible, to discuss reactions to infidelity?
Oh, so there are many. So we can look at it from the side of the person who may have cheated and the person who experienced the unfaithfulness. So I think on both sides, there might be feelings of shame and sometimes humiliation. Yeah, if you have been the one that have been unfaithful, thinking about how was that information discovered, right? How was it exposed? And with that can come a lot of guilt. It can come a lot of shame. And then if you're the person that has experienced it, people in your community finding out. That can be quite